Hello, everyone. It's Miss B, that's me. And today we have Miss TS Madison versus Miss Khia, Thug Misses. And they were down to the Pride event in DC, and it went all the way left. Here we have Khia accusing TS Madison of behind the scenes blocking her bag. And T.S. Madison took to the Instagram and read her down to the ground. And I want to know how this is going to play out because I know that Khia is going to put her on the docket for her gag nation and read her down. But unfortunately, we're not going to get to hear it because it's going to be behind her paywall. When I went to YouTube and I pulled an old clip of T.S. Madison and Khia when they did the Queen's Court, it just took me down to memory lane because this show was a thing. People who remember them together, that I don't think you can ever recreate that type of show because the gags, the roast, and the foolery that happened, I just don't think you can recreate it. When they were together, it was like lightning in a bottle. However, Madison has moved on and she has ascended, and Khia is doing her own thing. So separately, they are doing okay apart. Before I get into the mess of the situation, I do want to say congratulations to T.S. Madison because she is being honored in a major way. So T.S. Madison said, "Thank you, Washington, D.C., for honoring and proclaiming May 23rd officially T.S. Madison Day. I am so honored and humbled and overjoyed to be still moving loud and proud as a Black trans woman during this egregious regime, stepping over all the hate that comes with it."
And that's some bullshit. Don't trust no motherfucking nigga that you trying to help, they're trying to steal, or they're trying to make you look like you don't support the LGBT community because you don't fuck with they ass. I've been coming to DC, I've been coming to Pride for a very long time. Some of y'all done grew up with me, some of y'all done been to the shows. I've been doing this shit for 25 years. Okay, I got gay family, I got a gay team, I have been supporting the LGBT community since the beginning. I have done so much for so many. And I don't appreciate how some people try to make it seem like Madison when I went in that bitch's basement. When that bitch was nobody. Okay? But after my light was shining on that nigga, he became somebody. He been doing shit ever since. So show love and appreciate a motherfucker that try to help you, that you try to steal from. Madison when I went in that bitch's basement. When that bitch was nobody. Okay? But after my light was shining on that nigga, he became somebody. He been doing shit ever since. So show love and appreciate a motherfucker that try to help you, that you try to steal from. And you still try to block my bag, to try to make it seem like I was against the LGBT community because I cussed your fuck ass out. It don't work like that. So I just wanted to let y'all know from my heart that I appreciate everybody for coming out and supporting me. Daryl, I appreciate you, Brian, everybody that made this show happen, everybody that supported. I appreciate y'all. But I ain't never been no bitch that's gonna let a motherfucker steal from me, disrespect me, try to take something from me that wasn't theirs and claim it as theirs.
So this right here is Khia while she's performing, she's on stage, and she makes the accusation to the crowd that Madison had reached out behind the scenes to try to block her bag. Now, again, I would like to know what she believes happened. What makes her so positive that Maddie called up someone and blocked her blessings? I'm not sure, but something behind the scenes may have happened that makes her feel that way. And I would like to know what it is. Was it a text? Was it a call? Was it a voicemail? And someone told her? Curious minds just want to know.
The reason why your knock knee, gavel mouth ass just getting this new bag, bitch, is because I told him to get it. But look, puss asshole, look how it took for you. Look how it took for you to come out. Look.
Bitch, you sound
Ma'am, you sound crazy, bitch. You sound crazy. Holla at Will Packer, bitch. That's who stole from you, bitch. Holla at Will Packer. That's who stole from you. Bitch, holla at that nigga, bitch. Holla at that nigga that took your money, bitch. Holla at that nigga, pussy asshole, that took your money. Fuck ass, bitch. You sour mouth asshole. Broke down ass slave, cabin living ass motherfucking hoe. Lay on your neck. Lay on your back. Lay on your neck, bitch. Lay on your neck. Lay on your back, bitch. Because it ain't doing nothing for you, girl. It ain't doing nothing for you. Oh, bitch, listen. The reason why your knock knee get me, just live your life, girl. Don't be getting no down telling lies. You do be trying to stop people bad, girl. And you need to be happy that the queen gave you a little bit of light, because you will never shine, bitch. You don't have nothing going for yourself on. You need to thank me and bow down and kiss the bottom of my feet for giving you a little bit of light that you got that is still darkness, girl. You is all in your feelings today, girl. Look how I just live rent-free in your mind. You about to lose your breath trying to roll, and you know I am not the one, Mandy. And if I got something to say to you, baby, I'm not going to go live. I'm going to call your phone or pull up at your house, boo. So don't play no games, girl. You need to stop trying to stop people's bags, because that's what you be doing. And ain't no sense in you going live. If you want to talk to the queen, my number is the same. You know how to get in touch with me, boo. Have a good day.
Now, Khia, girl, why would you say that TS Madison ain't gonna be nothing and ain't nothing? Girl, she stays catching flights and not feelings. She stays booked and busy. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to diminish what she has accomplished. She is very accomplished. So we're not going to do that. Now, I'm not going to lie, when y'all first started, I didn't really know who T.S. Madison was. But we're not going to act like she wasn't on Vine back in the day, still doing skits and roasting and gagging there. So T.S. Madison has been a social media star for a long time. It's just that when y'all got together, it became, more people started knowing who she was. But we're not going to act like T.S. Madison is nothing and she ain't booked and busy, because that's not true.
Child, you got to get this little piece of thing. We changing hair anyway. I just want to do a quick little 1-2 while I'm on my way to do a live show here in DC. I want to, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to Washington, D.C. for proclaiming May 23rd, TS Madison Day. I am very elated, and I'm like overjoyed that I have the opportunity to be recognized for my philanthropical work that I do in our community and for our community. Now, let me just start out by saying I'm not perfect. I've never been perfect. I never have been perfect. And I never will be perfect. But I will say this. The gays in our community, aka some of the butch queens, whom I advocate fiercely for, to the point sometimes where the girls be like, girl, are you a gay man? Who I advocate so fiercely for. It's very unfortunate that you get to a place and you get to a place where you don't defend me. Now, when we talked about things the other day, and we joke and whatever, I want to speak about how I move. I flew from set in Los Angeles, California. I flew from set to DC, from working 3 days.
I constantly have projects that I'm working on that I'm quiet about. I'm constantly in motion. I'm constantly getting to the bag, like constantly. So you gotta know that I don't have time to really be watching somebody's bag or watching how nobody get no money, right? Now, I want to talk about this washed up has-been, Kia Sorrento. Right? Nobody even drives Kias anymore. And if you do, you do step your credit up, girl.
Now, Maddie, now we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because there are people that drive Kias and there's nothing wrong with their credit. They have a great mileage and protection plan for their vehicles. But that's not the point. It sure seems like you are shaming the girlies that may not be, maybe not have as much money as you. I'm just saying, that's very capitalist of you.
You go out here on this stage, right? And you get to DC. I didn't even know that you were really booked because I'm so booked. I'm so booked. I didn't even know that this broad was booked. And you get here and you let these I want to talk to the and allow that woman to say that I tried to call to stop her show. Girl, you were booked for lemon pepper wings and $2,500. Are you kidding? You were booked for lemon pepper wings and $2,500. You came there in a sheen white lace set with a pair of Blair White biscuits on, standing in front of the stage screaming a 35-year-old song, neck and back, bitch. Are you kidding me?
Now, Maddie, that's what we not gonna do. Kaya is a lot of things. She may sabotage her own career. She might get in her own way. But we're not going to do is diminish her catalog because Kaya has hits that stick like grits. And the whole point of being an artist is being able to eat off of those songs that you made years ago and can still tour on those. That's the whole point. We don't say nothing to Patti LaBelle. We don't say nothing to Gladys Knight, eating off of songs and still singing songs and performing songs from the 60s and 70s. I'm just saying, that's the whole point of having hits that stick like grits, that you can still eat off of those songs and perform them years later.
You haven't been booked since we split.
Hey, this your girl Khia. That's right, Miss K Wang with it, and I will be in South Carolina doing just that. K Wanging with y'all at the Payfest 25 with DJ Pay Me. You heard me? All groups check in now. Get your tickets at Eventbrite, cause this will be a sellout event.
That's right. You've canceled yourself. You never take any accountability. You never take any accountability for the things that you say. You've canceled yourself. You open your mouth. You call us sissies and wigs, punks and dresses, niggas and dudes, and blah, blah, blah. So you don't have authority. You don't have the right to use those terms. You're not a fact. You're adjacent to the community. So you can't do that. And you sit here and you do this, and then you blame your mistake of the Queen's Court was thinking that you were lower than what you were. And my mistake was thinking that you're bigger than you are. Because the entirety of your career, you've been a detriment to your own self in the entirety of your career. You're correct, I elevated when I separated from you. You were a cancer. You're a cancer to yourself, and you are going to be a cancer to me. Ma'am, I just bought a $1.3 million home. Are you kidding me? Me stopping your $2,500 booking and your lemon pepper wings was not going to do anything to my purse, miss. My flight from D.C. in Delta One from LA was $2,500, girl. You've lost the entirety of your mind. I made $50,000, bitch, in 24 hours, girl, from me saying, oh my God, bitch. You lost your mind, ma'am. There is nothing about you that I needed to take anything from. You came and you sat in my $500,000 home and went back to your slave cabin, bitch. And you constantly talk about my basement, girl. That basement was one of the biggest elevations that you've had since your neck and your motherfucking back. Because next caller came from that. And that was the last thing that really hit, that stuck for you. So let's be clear, ma'am. There's nothing that you, not even down to your sour ass that you have, that there's anything that I could steal or want anything from. Your grandkids got cock eyes. Bitch, you produce cross-eyed ass grandkids, bitch. Your daughter worked down there to the Kmart.
Now. I understand when we going at it, anything goes. But listen, talking about the grandbaby, that's just a little too far in my opinion. Now listen, you're gonna be mad because you already know Khia's gonna come back and Miss Mary is gonna catch a stray. When she jones and rips on your mama, then you're gonna be mad.
Bitch, if she still work over there. Bitch, you drive a GMC truck, an 82. You sell frozen cups from the side of your house. Man, there's nothing that you're doing that inspires me or whatever. I want naked back. You got, bitch, don't trust no nigga. Yeah, that's cool. But girl, you're not that. Let's be clear, you're not that. Your music is cute. It gets on television shows. My voice is on tour right now. I'm receiving mechanical royalties right now from Beyonce.
What are they called?
Mechanical royalties currently from Beyonce.
Okay, I'm gonna have to research what a mechanical royalty is. But in the meantime, between time, is Khia not receiving royalties for her music and her songs from way back when? Because clearly she's scratching and surviving off of something, so she's receiving something in the meantime.
You've lost your mind. Man, we split 10 years ago. I may throw a jab to you here and there, but to stop your bag, you are your own problem. That were over there. Daryl Wilson. Busy, I just communicated with you. Bruce took it. Girl, y'all stay out of my face. You punks know. Y'all called me years ago asking me, do I fuck with that lady? I said, I don't do any business with her, but y'all can do whatever y'all choose to do. This was years ago. And then all of a sudden, you see that the real Pride, because y'all not the real Pride, y'all are just the subsidiaries. You see that the real Pride booked me, and then you want to be controversial and say, oh, well, let's book Khia because you know it's this type of situation. And then the only reason why they were there, Miss Khia, was for Young Miami Girl. Don't you think too high of yourself, sweetie?
Say what now? Say what now? Now listen, I love me some Young Miami. I love me some Carisha. Carisha, please. But what songs is she singing except for City Girl songs? Because I don't know any music of hers outside of the City Girls. So you mean to tell me the boys and the girls came to see Young Miami over Khia? Okay, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm out of touch, but it's kind of a far stretch to me.
Sweetie, you think too high of yourself. Okay? You think too high of yourself. Your net worth and my net worth are two different net worths, niece. You're the niece now, I'm the aunt. Okay? And at the end of the day, Daryl Wilson, I just called your phone. You know for a fact, sir, that I never called you or never called anybody from your camp or never called anybody whoever booked that whole situation to try to get that girl show. Y'all only paid her lemon pepper wings and $2,500. I don't even talk to y'all about money. I don't even, like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here, Daryl. That's the problem that I got with you punks. That y'all punks get up there and you let this transphobic, homophobic, I've never even said that about that girl till today. You let this punk bitch Get up here. I don't expect anything from a bottom feeding asshole.
My only question is why now? Why are you deciding to call out Khia for being transphobic and homophobic? If you've sat with her and did the Queen's Court, we heard her, you heard her. So you knew all these things before. So why now?
It's a bottom feeding asshole. And I did for a time sit next to a bottom feeding ass bitch. But that's a bottom feeding asshole. And I didn't, for one time, call any of y'all to try to get this girl show canceled because I don't care about her like that. I know she's struggling. I've seen her paperwork for the Masters to My Neck and My Back. I know she's struggling. I know this. She left her paperwork to my house, bitch. She left her paperwork to my house. So I know what it takes for her to get clearances on her songs. I know this because she left the paperwork. Cut that shit off. She left the paperwork to my house. So I know what it costs to clear her stuff on My Neck and My Back. She does not own the masters to that. She does not. So when she was arguing with the city girls and all of that about they didn't clear it with her, when they said that they cleared it with who owns it, they cleared it with who owns it. She gets a percentage of it. Let's be clear. Okay? Boom. So I know you struggling, niece. I know the man you was laying up in the bed fucking took all the money that you was kicking it with, took all the money and invested in Kevin Gates vitamin water.
All right.
And he went and tattooed Kevin Gates on his neck, the nigga you was laying up fucking. I know your business, Keisha. Miss Khia. I know where your money got took. I've never taken anything from you, bitch. You need to be trying to holler at what's the man name that had the Queen's Court over there? Will Packer. You need to be trying to holler at Will Packer or holler at them people over there at Peacock that took Queen's Court from you. Bitch, I'm trying to protect all the stuff. You need to be trying to holler at them. Don't holler at me, shawty. I was always your friend and tried to protect you or whatever, but fuck you. You know, I take my jabs at you here and there because this is funny. But bitch, at the end of the day, I don't need to stop your bag. You stop your own bag. You stop your own bag, ma'am. You stop your own bag. Now let me go back to Daryl Wilson. Daryl Wilson, you could have got up on your magic carpet on that stage and say, hey, that girl never called my phone. This is why I don't fuck with Sydney Starr. Because that's that same shit that bitch did when Tasha K said that I called over there to try to stop her from an interview. I don't give a fuck what none of you peon assholes are doing. I don't care anything about any of you peon ass. You girls are so far in the rear view of me. I'm not thinking about nothing that you're doing. I may jab or hit a. Y'all, you girls are like pebbles in the road to me. Pebbles in the road to me. And the only reason why I'm addressing this is because I'm getting in front of the narrative that I try to stop a girl's bag. Ma'am, lemon pepper wings, $2,500. My mortgage is $10,000 at my other home. My other mortgage is $3,200, bitch. My mortgage in Florida. Look, girl, let's come on here, girl. We're not the same caliber of girl, and I'm a chick with a fucking the same caliber of girl, niece. So, Daryl Wilson, I would have appreciated had you opened your mouth and said that girl never contacted me, that no one from that girl's camp ever contacted me. When they posted that shit on Gay Magazine, that she was with, I was radio silent. I didn't say a word. I didn't say anything because I didn't care. I don't care. I know you're struggling, Khia. Look at your clothes. I know you're struggling. Look at your clothes. You got up there in that white lace from Shein that was 2 times smaller than your size, girl. Built like a Oompa Loompa, a small Oompa Loompa. You didn't get your grandbaby no Lasix? Ma'am, stop it. Your priorities have always been fucked up. You fumbled Janet Jackson. I should have knew you was gonna fumble me. Girl, bye. Whole side tooth over here, bitch. And you talking about some of your neck and your back. And you're dumb. And you're tired. And your neck and your back needs a pillowcase to rest. You're dirty. And you're dumb. And you're tired. And your neck and your back needs a pillowcase to rest. You're dirty. Your period stay on, bitch. You need domes all the time. Bitch, you always tore up. There's not a place or time that you've ever looked nice anywhere. You're always torn up. Your dreads are raggedy. Girl, they smell like motherfucking castor oil. Bitch, you're dirty. You've lost your mind to think that I needed to take anything from you. Bitch, please. And I got...
So, first thing, Khia doesn't have dreads. She has locks. There's a difference. And she has beautiful, luscious, full locks that I can tell she goes to the loctician and gets done on a regular. So we're not going to do that. Everything else, go off, sis. But her locks, we're not doing that. Also, sis, you always keep bringing up how much you make and the houses that you live in and your mortgages. I get it. You get into the bag. But is that it? Is that all?